Hello, 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 my lovely creatives. This is a cup of creativity in the Literary Lounge, a place where writing doesn't have to suck. I am your host, Kynda Faythe, founder of Faythe Publishing Inc. And today I kind of want to talk about gearing up for fall. As a teacher, everything is very cyclical. I've done it for so long. I always I have things instead of like quarters, I break it up into semesters. So I focus for fall from August to December, take a breather, then January to May, take a breather, and then I have June and July. And that's kind of how I break up my year. But today I want to talk about how to gear up for the fall season. So I want to talk about goals. I want to talk about how we define success, or how you define success. And then I also kind of want to throw out some ideas about how we gather ideas and how we brainstorm, or how you invoke a thought shower. I know, it's nice. But before I continue, let me do my little shout outs. The first one is the Advanced Learning Library here in Wichita, Kansas, and the AV Studio. I love this place. I dig the weird funky styrofoam sound thingies. I don't know, whatever that thing is. The headsets, the really groovy lime green walls, and I love that they have a dimmer. I love that. If I really want to just be quiet and be in the dark, I can do that, or I can have it super bright and loud and whatnot. So the Advanced Learning Library, the people there are amazing. If you have not gone to a library recently, get off your butt and go. Right? You are only going to become a better writer if you read. And if you read, go to a library, right? I mean, I'm always going to push, please, please, please buy books, etc., etc. But if you are on a budget, go to a library. Like, I have a 3-chapter rule. If it doesn't grab me in the 3rd chapter, it's not meant for me to read, right? And at the library, oh my gosh, you can do anything. Right? You can. I always used to call, when my children were younger, we did books kind of like speed dating, or like a speed run, rather. I would give my kids 5 minutes. That's it. I'm not going to deal with, when they're little, because, kids can have like tantrums and whatnot. So I would give them a section and they had 5 minutes. And they just essentially, you had a basket or a bag and you just grab. So yeah, make sure that you go to the library and check some things out. The other one, of course, I want to be talking about, the other shout out is Faythe Publishing Inc., my company. It's a nonprofit publishing company who focuses on highlighting and helping underrepresented voices, primarily in the state of Kansas. But I'm pretty excited that, I've got clients in Brazil. I've got clients in Colorado. They're kind of branching all over the place. And so I'm really excited about that. We focus, again, on underrepresented voices, which could be pretty much anybody. The way I do that, or the way that we do that, my team does that, is that we want to promote this, obviously, through publication, through writing programs, and then even other writing services. I mean, and the great thing about voices, it can be any kind of voice. Right? We have helped academic voices, help publish in academic journals. I've helped everything from students. We've done poetry. We've done novels. You name children's books, reference books, whatever. All these different voices can be represented, which I think is super, super great. Faythe Publishing, our hashtag, I know it sounds really cheesy because marketing's sort of weird, right? I love our hashtag. It's supporting the writing journey. And you're like, well, that's not exciting. It is exciting because we're there throughout the whole entire time, the whole entire process. And I will tell you, if you do some research, not many people do that. Many times, if you can get a literary agent, or even if you get one of the big 5 publishing houses, they're going to take your work, run you through like the cow mill, and then there you go. Faythe Publishing is not like that. We are here from the very beginning. We want to help you brainstorm. We want to help you plan. We want to be there and give you like my spastic jazz hands after you hyper-focused and cranked out 3 chapters, or you found like the perfect phrase for a poem, right? We're there throughout the whole entire time for the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything else. Why? Because together, everybody, we are the audience. We are the storytellers. And we're becoming a legacy, which I love. Why? See, I'm like that 3-year-old that keeps on asking you questions because every single talent matters. If it's a talent in storytelling, if it's a talent in pitching, if it's a talent in social media, if it's a talent in reading contracts, all of these skills, all of these talents matter, which also makes every voice matter. Every story then matters because every single story deserves to be told. Yeah. I love saying that. I love, love, love saying that. Why? Again, why? I love to be inspired. I love the people that are, crossing my beautiful Venn diagram and creating another circle on top of my Venn diagram. I love how inspirational they are, and then I get to be inspired as well. So that's kind of how Faythe Publishing is working. We're going to be there with you the whole entire time. And then, when we are excited, when you're excited, we are inspired when you are inspired. And, we're there for the entire time. Yeah. All right. What also inspires me is my daily mantra. I know. You love this. This is like your favorite part. It's your favorite part. I know it. It's okay. All right, my loves, get ready. You can say it out loud. You can say it in your car. You can scream it. You can stand on a chair. I mean, the possibilities really are endless. Yeah, it is. They are. Okay, here it is. Get ready. Today, I will face fear. Today, I will be brave. Today, I will struggle. Today, I will grow. Today, I will get through this. Huzzah! Yay! Woohoo! I really probably need to find like some canned like crowd noise or something. I'm going to see if I can find that. I don't know. I'll put it on sticky note, put it on my other bajillion things I need to be doing. That will be part of my goal setting, which is there's my segue. Do you like it? All cheesy, the 2 wheels that it's going to take you into my next topic. I want to be talking about goal setting, defining success, and brainstorming and gathering ideas. This is kind of how I gear up for fall, right? I love this publishing venture that we are all on. I love to see where this goes. But at the same time, let's be real, I also teach. And it's kind of weird because usually, like any student, because everybody has been a student at one time or another, usually by April or May, everybody just wants to get out of that building. No one wants to deal with homework. No one wants to deal with, I get it. Guess what? Teachers are the same exact way. But then toward the end of the summer, the very first part of fall, there's a switch and we all start getting kind of excited. Even the people that don't like school, I know, everybody likes to learn something. Right? You're going to learn something. You're going to learn, like what did I learn? I don't know. That has nothing to do with literary stuff. I think of these 2 boys that I had in my last year's junior class. They sat in the back and they didn't want to do anything except talk about trucks. Okay. Challenge accepted. So I kind of did like a little deal, right? I will learn something from them if they will learn something from me. So they ended up writing, instead of a 7-paragraph essay on a book, which was brilliant, by the way, write an essay about a book. I told them, because they only wanted to talk about trucks. They only wanted to talk about automotives, which, if you didn't know, way back in the day, I used to be a crash investigator. I know, kind of crazy. And so I focused on semi-trucks. So I'm like, hey, I can totally talk to you about air brakes and airlines and blah, blah, right? And so there was my connection. So they ended up writing an essay about trucks. Of course, they did tie it to the book. See, I have my ways. They tied it to the book. But the thing that I did learn was I had an issue with the flap, that little lid thingy that goes on your car's gas, that covers the gas tank. Not the gas cap, but the little metal flap on the end. Mine was stuck on my car, and I learned through these boys that the little the release. Oh my gosh, it was super simple, but the line went from my gas tank through my tank or through my trunk back behind my back seats and such and such. The reason I bring all of this up and all of this learning is that you have to have a goal and you have to be open. So when you're making your goals, I would like you to focus for like a 5-month or like 1 semester, right? Be open until example, SMART goals. I'm pretty sure everybody has seen these before. They use them in college. They use them in high school. It's yeah. So SMART, it's an acronym, and it stands for being specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and then a timetable. So kind of bringing back I don't know, my learning and goal setting tied to, a 7-page or 7-paragraph essay and learning about trucks. I needed to be very specific, right? I'm like, yeah, I want to learn something, but what do I want to learn specifically, right? I want to learn something about automotives from these 2 boys. That's specific. Is it measurable? Sure. What is it specifically am I learning? I want to learn how to release the trigger so I can get gas. Is it attainable? That's A, right? So I have S for specific, M for measurable, right? A, is it attainable? Yes. I could totally figure out how to open that thing up. R, is it realistic? Yes, that is realistic. Somebody teaching me how to open the little door to my gas tank. That is realistic. It is probably not realistic that I have 2 boys teach me how to replace an engine within 45 minutes. That is not realistic or attainable. And then T is going to be your time. You need to have a certain specific time, right? So for example, I don't know, I see people always wanting to lose weight or work out or do such and such. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but am I going to be losing 60 pounds in 2 days? Not going to happen, right? So whenever you're goal setting, keep your SMART goals in mind. One of the things that I've decided I'm going to actually do, I'm going to do in my classes, and I'm going to challenge this to you. So if you write this, definitely post it because I think it's cool. I want you to write a mission statement. And you're like, what? So I help out a lot of people in the business world, and usually a business or organization will start out their venture by writing a mission statement. So this is kind of it's a brief description of your purpose. It's it's like a declaration, right? Like the Declaration of Independence. You're gonna have a declaration of writing. Why? You're like, this sucks. No, it doesn't suck. It's going to be a little challenging. I'm not going to lie to you. But I'm not here to, woo you into your amazing creative state. I'm here to bend you. I'm here to push you. I'm not going to break you. I'm going to bend you a little, right? So essentially what a mission statement and how this can help you as a writer is it's going to help you stay clear. It's going to help you be focused. And it's also going to, believe it or not, I know, it helps you stay motivated. Why? Because that way you are constantly seeing what your mission statement is. What is your mission in writing, right? So if you see this, you can see it in businesses. You can see it. Sometimes they'll have vision statements. What is the vision that you want to do? So I'm going to give you an example of a mission statement. I'm really kind of thinking of making this into a poster. I don't know. I have not edited this, so I'm going to just put myself out there. So my mission statement is to craft compelling stories that connect to readers' emotions, challenge perspectives, and inspire action while honing the craft of storytelling. The end. Yay! Woo! So there you go. That is my mission statement for writing. That may not be a mission statement for you. Maybe you decide that you wanted something different. Maybe you have a different vision, right? But I do want you to write yourself a mission statement as to why you're writing. Maybe it is for, I don't know, emotional balance. Maybe it's for catharsis. Maybe it's because you love stories and you want to connect. It's up to you. You can't get it wrong. You see what I'm saying? The second one I want you to do, so we've already talked about goals and we've already talked about a mission statement. The next one I would like you to do, and I kind of would like you to do this on a sticky note. I would like always to see. So people, please share. Please let me know what you're thinking. I would like you to define success. Now, this is going to be a very subjective, a very personal statement that you are making. Make it short, put it on a sticky note, and I would like you to look at it twice a day. Now, what's even better, my lovely creatives, write it on a sticky note, take a picture, and post it. Let me take a look at it. Let me see it, right? What does success look like? Again, it's honestly, it's going to be kind of tied. All of these goal settings and your SMART goals, etc., and your mission statement, all of this, it's clear and it's focused. So that way you know when you've met your goal, you know what it looks like, and you know what you're going to do afterward. right? So my goal is, let's see, last year I have like 27 books altogether. And I would like my overall total to be up to 40. There's something specific, right? That's what I think defining success. Me defining success would be having a story that was no long, not otherwise told, that I get to tell it. I get to help share that story. That would be a success for me. A success for me is I would like this company up and running within 5 years, so I am no longer teaching. I'm only doing this. You see what I'm saying? Right? So I would like you to define success. So maybe success is finishing a novel by May. Maybe success is getting, I don't know, a literary agent, getting a book deal or publication, taking part in a book festival. All of those you get to define it. So set up your goals with your SMART goals. 2 is that you define success. Tell me what it looks like. Right? It's not like, oh, I'm just going to get lots of attention. No, like specific. I need to know exactly what kind of attention does it look like, right? And then the third thing is I would like you to brainstorm. Yes. I would like you to gather ideas. I would like you to have a thought shower. Now, this is actually like my favorite part, and I've said this many times. I love brainstorming. I think I'm good at it. I don't know, it's fun. It can be endless. It can just keep on going. And I like that there's not one single train of thought. You can kind of go all over the place in order to get where you want to go. So one of the things, actually there's 3. No, 4. There's 4. There's 4 things that I like to do when gathering ideas. One, my students, they call it the Blue Book because this last year, it was like this turquoise, like bluish notebook. And I write pretty much anything in there. It can be from a random conversation. It can be a phrase. It could be a song lyric. It could be, you name it, and it's in there. And I just, if I have an idea of anything, I do not judge it. Because if you went through and you flip through it, you're like, wow, Faith, what is up with you? It's there. It's good, bad, or otherwise. If I need the perfect arch enemy, it's in the Blue Book, right? If I need that phrase that I'm, describing, I don't know, the sound of metallic fish, bam, it's in there. So I have a Blue Book, which I'm going to do a quick little pitch. I've turned it into a reference book called Finding Words, which you can find on Amazon, and I'll put a link down below. So my Blue Book from last year, I'm turning that into volume 2. And again, it's just a list of ideas. It's not anybody's anything. It's just like a mishmash of whatever. And a lot of times, like I said, my students will ask for the Blue Book, and they'll just kind of open a random page and see if they get anything. So that's one of the ideas that I really enjoy doing. It's fun because a lot of the times when I get an idea, or if I'm reading through something, I remember where I was or who I was with, or the situation that was behind it. So that's my first challenge to you. Well, it's not my first challenge. It's an idea. My first idea for you to gather your thoughts is to get yourself a Blue Book, or of course you could always buy the Finding Words on Amazon. Another one, and I've actually had other writers do this, and I thought this was really cool, is instead of a book or a journal, they work with slideshows. Some people made a PowerPoint, some made a Google slide, some people, they put all of their ideas, for the project in this one slideshow, which I thought was really, really cool. And in it, this one particular author, actually, it was Abigail Shepard, author of Finding Light. She had a slideshow for each character, for each thing. So she would have pictures or ideas that would go with a certain character, or maybe this is what the scene looked like, or this is such and such. And so she would just put images, some notes, but she would have these all in different slideshows. And then that way she can keep on adding to them as her journey progressed. I thought that was really, really cool. That would also maybe help. Another one, and this one, I don't know, it's because I'm such a music lover. It helps me look at things in a different perspective. Make yourself a playlist for whatever your goal is, right? So there is a video. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I can find it. It's this little baby, maybe not even 2 years old. I mean, the kid's little and has diapers, and this little boy is standing in front of this big screen television, and he's watching a montage of all the Rocky Balboa, right? The movie, the boxing movie. He's watching a he's watching a music montage or a training montage as while Rocky is training. And this little kid, oh my gosh, it's hysterical. This little kid tries to do like jumping jacks and push-ups and whatnot. And I'm like, that's awesome. So I have it at work. I might have to dig through it so I can share it with you. Maybe you could make a montage. Maybe you could make yourself a playlist. Like, hi, like Rocky is great sports movie. I'm a total sucker for sports movies, but honestly, I really just like the training. Right. I just want to know how they prep and how do they overcome. And then they have, the da 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 da. Right. And so maybe you could have a playlist, what's great about having a playlist. And I've actually done this as projects for, books or literature that we've read, is that it can help trigger or help remind you about what happens in a plot. Maybe it helps with the conflicts within the story. I think probably one of my favorite projects way, way, way back in the day is I had an honors freshman class make a playlist for Oedipus Rex. Now, if you know anything about Greek tragedy, Oedipus Rex is a whole hot mess, like a literal hot, hot mess. I'm not going to get into the big depths of it, but it's like one of the very first tragic heroes who accidentally kills his dad and hooks up with his mom. Wow. There you go. Nothing like a little psychological torment to help you, to help you find your creativity. So what I ended up doing is I had kids break into groups, and then they had to make me an album. They had to make me an album of Oedipus Rex. Who did it? Yeah, of course we had Sweet Home Alabama and all of the, the dueling banjos jokes. Of course we had to have that, but maybe we had other things about, that, I don't know, other songs that helped describe what happened in the story. So I would definitely suggest that you have a playlist, a slideshow, a blue book, and then of course your goals. So again, your goals, I need you to look at them at least twice a day. Or, heck, post them right here online and just share so we can kind of create our little our little community of writers, our little community of creatives, and we can see how we can push each other, right? Maybe you want to have a book published by December. Cool. Awesome. Let's do it. Make a playlist. Let's get it done. That's going to be my call to action to you. So you've got three things to do. Write your mission statement. Excuse me. Write your mission statement. Set up your goals, right? Make that declaration of your purpose. What's your function? Gather your ideas, right? And then share. That's what you have. So you're going to have your goals. You're going to set up your success. And then you're going to post and gather your ideas. I don't know. I think that's actually quite lovely. I will post mine. I will also post this mission statement online. I think that would be super great. Please share. I think this is going to be fun. My goal is to maybe start changing these and making them a little bit more interactive. I can listen to myself talk all the time, obviously, but it's going to be more fun if we have more people involved. So I'm Kynda Faythe with a Cuppa Creativity in the Literary Lounge, a place where writing doesn't have to suck. I look forward to reading your work. And until next time.